So the NLP communication model is at the heart of the NLP. It is the foundation of NLP. And what this communication model states is that we are actually not influenced by the external event, because the same external event can be perceived by different people differently, and their thinking, feelings, and actions resulting out of that external event might be different within different people. Why? Because it is not the external event which causes that particular feelings, emotions, and actions, but it is how we process that external event stimulus. And our mind is not 100% open mind. We may believe so, but it is not. Our mind is very selective. Our mind is conditioned to distort and generalize information just for the simplicity, just for the convenience. Why? Because our five senses have more than 2 million bits of information consistently. For example, right now I'm talking to you, and because I'm focusing on the computer screen, I'm not hearing some small environmental sounds. I'm not hearing the fan sound. I'm not focusing on the variety of the small activities happening around me. Why? Because right now my mind is focusing on the screen, focusing on talking to you. So these environment signals have been filtered by mind. So they have been deleted. So my mind is already deleting. Right now my mind is deleting variety of the information. Like that, depending upon the situation, we are always either deleting or distorting or generalizing or combining all the three: deletion, distortion, and generalization for our convenience and focus. Otherwise, we will go mad if we have to continuously process a lot of environmental signals. We will go mad. So this is how our mind has been designed. It's a design specification of our mind. So, for example, I'm going on road, and if I have something in my mind that is I want to buy, for example, I'm looking to buy home. Now on the same road, I used to travel earlier, but I was never taking cognizance of the big flexes which were showing the ads related to the residences. But now, since I am thinking about buying home, automatically now I start seeing those flexes. So now, since my mind knows, now my mind is absorbing the environmental signals related to what I am thinking of. So this is how we function. But at the same time, if there is any other advertisement of, say, mobile or some equipment which I'm not thinking about buying, right? So I will say eliminate that particular signal. This is how our mind is conditioned. Our mind is conditioned for the meta programs, the way our personality is, right? So there are a variety of the meta programs. I receive the information which is corresponding to, which matches with my values and beliefs. And if the information is not matching with my values and beliefs, I will either generalize it or distort it or even delete it. I will not take cognizance of that information because I do not believe in it. But if I believe in it, then I will receive that information. My mind is conditioned with my attitudes, and I take decisions based on my past history of taking decisions. So I go step by step. So already in past, I have taken decision with reference to certain mindset. Now my mind will verify, okay, in the past what I have done, and now my mind will give me the hint to decide accordingly. That may or may not be a very right thing to do. Why? Because in the past, the environment was different. My own situation was different. The market dynamics were different. But now everything has changed. So in a new circumstances, my old decision-making pattern may not be valid, but still my mind will focus on that particular wiring in the brain, which is related to the past decision-making. So there are memories in my mind, right? There are biases in my mind, and this is how my mind will filter information, either delete, distort, or generalize the information. So I am not seeing the reality. We think that we are receiving exact right information and we are processing available information, but we are not processing available information. We are processing filtered information. And this information is my internal representation. I have my own worldview, right? So my own worldview is not with all the 100% available information and not all the right information. Our eyes do not see. Our brain sees through eyes, and the brain is already conditioned. So this is how my internal state gets created. Every one of us has their own unique internal state of mind, which has beliefs, values, filters. Even our physiology has a direct impact on our internal state of mind. If I continuously make my facial expressions of smiling, my brain gets a signal that I'm trying to smile, and my brain will induce chemicals which are related to smile and happiness. So even my physiology can impact my mindset. So my mindset gets impacted by my internal representation. My mindset also gets impacted by my physiology. So this is why in NLP there are some techniques which are directly related to physiology. And with this particular state, which is a outcome of your internal representation and outcome of your existing current in the moment physiology, you behave accordingly. So is your behavior directly correspond to external event? Of course, no. Right? There is much of deletion, distortion, generalization, filters, beliefs, memories. There are things in your unconscious mind which is creating your own worldview. This is the filter. This is the goggle through which you see the world. Everyone's goggle is colored goggle. No one sees with the transparent goggle. So it's red, green, blue. Everyone has unique color. And because of that, your behavior gets impacted. So this is NLP communication model. There is an extraordinary application of this ideology. If we understand NLP communication model well, and if we implement the NLP communication model, you will never be overconfident. You will enhance your empathy towards other people because you understand that my worldview, which is inaccurate, but it is my worldview, that person's worldview, right, is different than me. That doesn't mean that person is wrong or I am right. There is a probability that we both are right from our own internal representation. It's a great application. It has tremendous influence on the way you will communicate with the people, and you will develop relationship with the people. So this is NLP communication model for you.